The night Nika vanished, I saw her feet dragging across the ground like something was pulling her, but nothing was there. That's the picture that burns in my mind. Her body limp, eyes wide, mouth open like she wanted to scream but couldn't. No wind. No sound. Just her being dragged into the dark, past the edge of the village, toward the sacred tree. I didn't move. I couldn't. My name is Saitoti. I was 17 when this happened. That year, the rains didn't come. The animals were the first to die. Then the plants. Then people. The river near our village dried up, and the sky stayed empty. The elders said we had angered the spirits. That we had taken more than we gave. But most people didn't listen. Especially not Lekon. Lekon was my cousin. Strong, fast, always showing off. He had killed a lion with a spear at 15. People looked up to him. He believed strength could solve anything. Not tradition, not prayers, not wisdom. Just muscle and boldness. The village held a meeting. The elders said we must fast, pray, and ask the ancestors for forgiveness. Lekon laughed in front of everyone. He stood up and said, "If the ancestors are watching, why haven't they helped us already?" People whispered, but no one challenged him. That same night, he told a few of us he had a plan. Me, Nika, and 2 others, Toman and Kibo. He took us to the forest, to the base of the sacred hill where the forbidden tree stood. It was an old tree, twisted, tall, and quiet. No birds landed on it. No animals grazed near it. It bore strange red fruits that glowed faintly at night. Everyone in the village knew the rule, never touch it. Lekon said the fruit had power. That if we took some, we'd survive. Maybe even thrive. I said it was madness. Nika said the same. Toman warned that the tree was guarded by spirits. Lekon ignored us. He pulled a knife and sliced a fruit from the branch. The air around us changed immediately. It got heavy. Even breathing felt wrong. We left that night with 5 fruits. Lekon gave one to his mother. Kibo ate one. I refused mine. Nika buried hers. Toman kept his but never touched it. By morning, Kibo was dead. He looked like something had drained all the water from his body. His skin was dry. His eyes sunken. His mouth stretched open. The village panicked. The elders demanded to know what happened. I stayed quiet. Nika begged me to speak up, but I was scared. I didn't want to be cast out. That night, Lekon came to me again. Said it was coincidence. Said Kibo was weak. He told me to eat the fruit. I refused. He called me a coward and left. The next night, his mother died. Same way. Then, it started getting worse. Goats disappeared. Chickens found torn apart. People saw shapes in the night, tall, thin, moving fast between the huts. Nika told me we had to confess. That this was our fault. I agreed. But Lekon found out. He threatened us. Said if we told anyone, he'd blame us for everything. Said he'd tell the elders we forced him. I told Nika we should run. She said no. She'd rather die telling the truth. And that's when she vanished. I saw it. I still don't know how to explain it. It wasn't a person. It wasn't an animal. Just a thing made of shadows that took her into the night. I ran to the elders the next morning and told them everything. They didn't yell. They didn't cry. They gathered the whole village. Made everyone sit in a circle. Then they brought fire. Not for punishment, for cleansing. They burned the fruits we found. Made us dig a deep pit and bury the knife Lekon used. They sang old songs I had never heard before. Songs that sounded like warnings. Then the oldest elder, A woman named Nulam said something I'll never forget. When one man eats alone, the land dies. The next day, rain came. It didn't just drizzle. It poured. The ground soaked it up like it had been thirsty for years. Lekon was never found. They say he went mad and ran into the forest. Some say the spirits took him. Others say he still walks the hill at night, whispering to the tree. I stayed in the village. Helped rebuild. Tended the cattle. Planted trees. But I never forgot Nika. Sometimes, when the wind is just right, I still hear her calling my name. So if you ever pass through our land, and you see a tree that grows red fruit but no bird sings near it, keep walking. Don't touch it. Don't ask about it. Because some trees are not for us. And the spirits, they remember. Years passed. The land grew strong again. The children of our village never knew the drought. They played freely, chased goats through tall grass, and laughed under blue skies. But I always watched the hill. Then, one day, the laughter stopped. It started with missing animals again. A calf here. A goat there. Then one morning, the young son of the blacksmith didn't come home. They found his clothes near the base of the sacred hill. I knew. But no one listened. They said I was still grieving Nika. That my mind was stuck in the past. Until the dreams came back. This time, it wasn't Nika. It was Lekon. I saw him in my sleep. His body was thinner, his eyes empty. He didn't speak. He just pointed to the tree. Then to the village. I woke up sweating. I tried to warn the elders. But they didn't believe. Except one. A girl named Esh. 13. Smart. Sharp like Nika had been. She believed me. Said she had heard whispers from the wind too. Said she dreamed of the red fruit. Together, we climbed the hill. The tree was still there. But different. Now, it was surrounded by rocks arranged in a perfect circle. And the fruit, it had returned. There were 5. Just like before. That's when I knew. It wasn't over. The curse never broke. It just waited. I told Esh we had to leave it alone. But curiosity is louder than fear. That night, 2 boys disappeared. The village woke up screaming. This time, the elders came to me. What must we do? They asked. I said, we must not fight it. We must give the truth. They didn't understand. So I stood before the whole village and confessed again. Everything. How we had lied. How we had taken. How we had let fear bury truth. I told them the spirits didn't want blood. They wanted memory. So we told the story. Everyone. Every family. Every child sat and listened. For 3 nights, we did nothing but remember. We sang the songs again. We walked to the hill. We lit no fire, carried no weapon. We sat in a circle. Like before. And we spoke to the tree. Not to cut it. Not to fear it. Just to speak. To admit. And on the 4th night, the fruit turned black. It fell on its own. And the wind returned to normal. The boys came back the next morning. Alive. Unharmed. But quiet. One said he dreamed of a woman in white. With Nika's eyes. She told him to wait. That his people would come. Since that day, we walk up the hill once a year. Not to pray. Not to ask. Just to remember. And every child is told, the fruit is not yours. The tree is not yours. But the story. That is yours to keep. And now, reader, so is the memory. And the spirits, they remember.